Hey guys, welcome to the BassCat Studios podcast, BassCat Central. My name's Duke Rivers.
And I'm Lovey.
And we're here to talk about some fun stuff. So first things first, as I said, my name's Duke. We're broadcasting from Burbank, California. For those who don't know about us, we are a entertainment company, and we specialize in pretty much everything when it comes to sound. Recording sound, creating sounds, music, podcasts. We even teach kids how recording studios work.
Yeah.
We try to, keep our
options open in what we want to offer and what we can offer.
There you go. You want to tell them about yourself?
Sure. Yeah, I'm Lovey. I am someone who loves all things creative, so I'm usually going to be the one to bring you in and work with you. I myself, am no professional artist, but I do love to dabble in many things. You'll hear me on some musical things. You'll see paintings that I've done around the studio, and yeah, there's many more to come.
Yeah, and something you just mentioned, which was that you do a lot of different things. Mm-hmm. That's something everyone at BassCat Studios does. No one is doing just one thing, We're all good at so many different things, and we just come together and create the superhero called BassCat Studios.
Yeah, we find our strengths and kind of work with it that way to complete the tasks.
Absolutely. And, we're just trying to we're creating this podcast to bring people awareness of who we are, what we have to offer, kind of the ideas we have on certain topics. This is going to be an all-around podcast, not just going to be, certain topics. We're going to cover a wide spectrum of topics.
We're going to keep true to the BassCat name. It's going to be a variety.
Yeah. We definitely like to keep things weird in the best way possible.
I definitely think there was a time where everything was super predictable and everything was exactly the same, no matter if it was music, movies, shows, just everything had the same plot, story, or whatever. So I think it's time that everyone realizes that we're all individuals, and individuals are comprised of multiple elements, and let's just see it all, because there's always going to be someone who connects with some part of you. Maybe not every part, but there's a lot that we all have in common with each other. I think we just need to showcase all of the aspects of ourselves.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Let's put our differences aside, people. Let's start saying good morning to our neighbors, embracing the beauty around us. Step outside, go for a walk every morning. Take a break from work.
Definitely taking a break from work, right? That sounds kind of crazy, and in this climate when gas is about $7.
Yeah.
But it is true, right? No matter what, there's nothing you can do about it. So, taking a break, relaxing, even in times of stress, is helpful. It will help you in the long run, I think.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And as she said, we live up to the BassCat Studios name. And we like to endorse people. We like to encourage people to take a break. Take a breather. Sit back for a little bit. Call an old friend. Watch an old TV show. Pop open a soda or a bottle of water or a beer if you're old enough. Take a break.
It's kind of like when you are, like, if anyone is in sports and when you have a big game, like, you practice, but usually the night before, or even for tests, I guess, but in the night before, like, you should typically not practice, not study. You need to have some fun, close that part of your brain down. Otherwise, it ends up being, you have like the blackout moment where you studied so much you remember nothing.
Yeah. And
it
it just seems so counterintuitive when you think about it.
It's counterproductive. It is, for sure. So that's kind of the whole thing. It's like, it might be super important. We do have to work, and we have to work hard in order to make ends meet, some of us. But taking those few hours, moments a day to yourself, to just like do something that you like, to do something that brings positivity to yourself, can only help you to continue onto your path instead of burning you out,
Yeah. We've all been there, and if you haven't been there, hopefully you don't find out, because being burned out is a very it's a bittersweet feeling, because you've accomplished something, but you're just so exhausted that you can't even fathom to think about your accomplishment. It's a weird...
I mean, it's frustrating for sure.
Definitely, but...
And yeah, you're saying, like, not even being able to celebrate your victories.
Yeah, thank you, yeah. And that's something that I personally had a struggle with. I've been telling Lovey for a little bit, but I think I've overcome this struggle of mine, but I had a small period of time where I couldn't acknowledge my accomplishments. And I think it was because I was so burned out that it just developed into like an imposter syndrome of some way, and I was finding it hard to accept that like I did XYZ as opposed to what I didn't do. It's a hard hill to climb over when you're down in the dumps. But just know, when you're down in the dumps, there's always a peak up there that's waiting for you. You just gotta keep going.
Yeah, you gotta keep going. That is usually the key to a lot of things. Just keep going. It looks bad. It feels bad. But just keep going. That it doesn't apply to everything, but it does apply to a lot. I feel like my burnout was definitely in school. When you're in school,
Yeah.
and when you work at the same time, in your full-time school, full-time work, you have no time for a lot of things that you want to do. And that could even just be sleep, taking a real good nap. You can't do that. And being so burned out in school and knowing that you're about to graduate to start a career, and like you already feel like you are done with it.
Yeah.
That's really hard to like get out of, but
Just gotta keep swimming.
it's gotta keep going, exactly. And then eventually it does get better, but it only after you take time to yourself. So, moral of the stories, take time for yourself. Take a break. Take a breather. Allow yourself that without feeling guilty.
Yeah. Good point. Don't feel guilty about it. She's right. Yeah. Well, we didn't want to keep this one too long.
No, just a quick little tidbit.
Moral of the story today: remember to always take a break every once in a while, You deserve it.
You do deserve. If you've been working hard and you're tired, you deserve a break.
I agree. Well, thanks for listening to Lovey and Duke on the BassCat Studios podcast. You can follow us on Instagram at BassCat Studios.
Or BassCat Central.
All right. Goodbye.